Damn, it's on the street again. Lu Chen stared blankly at the background data displayed on the computer screen in front of him. There are only 8 new books in the VIP collection of yahuawenxue.com for 24 hours. 8. More than 10,000 words. This is really data that can't be beaten on the street anymore. How many books is this? The 8th, right? Haha. Lu Chen was a little bit lazy, and never wanted to read the data from the author's backstage. After turning off the website, Lu Chen was in a bad mood. At this time, the QQ at the bottom of the computer screen jumped, and someone ate. Lu Chen clicked into the group. This is an author exchange group, which contains authors from various websites, and there are many people who usually drive and pretend to be in the group. Lu Chen regretted it when he opened up a group of news. This is a screenshot posted by someone. It is the screenshot of the backstage of Yahoo literature. The above shows that the total collection is 768 and the VIP collection is 513. Jiangnan, it's on the street, only more than 500 collections in 24 hours. The message was accompanied by a crying monkey face. This data was sent by this person named Jiangnan. Many people exploded out of the group at once. Please call me the old driver, fucking, 524 hours? You deserve to be a giant in the south of the Yangtze River. Wu Yanzu, what do you know? For Jiangnan giants, if you don't have 50,000 VIP collections in 24 hours, that would be considered a rush. This person and Jiangnan usually have a good relationship, and they are used to getting black each other, and this time they also bubbling black. Jiangnan, 5,000 is impossible, less than 2,000 VIP collections in 24 hours, I don't bother to write it, I'm preparing for the eunuch. 666, 6666, worthy of being a Jiangnan giant. Envy, the Jiangnan giant with a monthly income of 200,000 yuan, this force pretends to convince me. On the top list at any time, it's true, cut it. I want to cut it too. Damn, I don't have time to write. Tonight, 2 girls asked me to go out to watch a movie. Who should I go with? Damn, my word no code yet. This person's achievements in FIFA are extremely powerful, so he named him anytime to the top of the sky, which is extremely arrogant. Awesome, Envy, the giant of the top ranking is a dick, fly every day. It deserves to be FIFA, rich and willful. Envy Shuang Fi. Fuck, the top ranking is huge, you are the number 1 salesman of this book, eunuch? Are you kidding me? Go to the top list at any time, forget it, find a gun, 50,000 words, does anyone in the group want to write it? Fuck, worthy of the trench. A group of people knelt and licked instantly. Lu Chen watched the news in the group beating continuously, and his heart suddenly suffocated. This group of people really pretended to be tricky, they chatted fiercely, but Lu Chen felt that he seemed incompatible with them in this group. It's been a year since he traveled to this parallel world. Before, Lu Chen felt that the traversers were awesome and could reach the pinnacle of life by doing anything, but now he knows that Diosy is still a Diosy after traversing poorly. It's not that easy, even if you have read countless online novels from previous lives. I just remember what the plot is, and I can't memorize it. Forget it, who told me to be on the street? Lu Chen sighed. At this moment, a voice suddenly rang in my ears. The system has found a qualified host, binding. Lu Chen was taken aback. At this moment, he was staying in his rented house. There could be no outsiders at all. The computer sound was not turned on, and it was impossible for anyone to speak in his ear. Who? Lu Chen suddenly felt his hair terrifying. The binding is successful, the system has started heavy work, the main world is scanning, and the scanning is complete. Lu Chen jumped up and saw that there was no one around, and suddenly said nervously, "Who are you anyway?" Suddenly. Ding! Congratulations on getting the unlimited upgrade system, the system has been bound to the host, and the novice gift package has been sent to the system space, please check it. Ding, the system mission is released. The main task of the system, set a small goal for yourself, earn him 100 million first, and the time limit is 1 year. If the task is not completed, the punishment will be shortened by 5 centimeters. Liu Chen was shocked when he saw this series of news. What's the matter? System? Nima, let me wait for more than a year, and finally waited. It's so cool, hey, earn 100 million? This task is a fart. It's too easy, with the system, it is not divided minutes. System prompt, skill proficiency +1, current level 1, proficiency. Fuck, your uncle, what is this? Liu Chen was stunned. What's wrong with Nima? However, I did not expect to come again. System prompt, skill proficiency +1, current level is level 1, proficiency. If I like entertainment, I can upgrade infinitely. Please collect it, I can upgrade infinitely for entertainment. The literature update is the fastest. Liu Chen was shocked. It's worthy of an infinite upgrade system. Even an individual can be upgraded. However, this curse skill is useful. Liu Chen muttered to himself. At this time, the system sneered and said, it's useless? Haha, that's useless by yourself. After you upgrade to a certain level, the skill can directly vomit blood. Fuck, really? Of course it is true, remember, there are only useless players, no useless skills. Awesome. I remembered it. Liu Chen was in a good mood immediately. This world is called Blue Mercury. A huge planet similar to the Earth but 10 times larger than the Earth. The history of this world is also somewhat different from that of the Earth. Although the political structure is somewhat similar, the culture is completely different. The well-known poets, writers, stars, etc. on the Earth do not exist, and replaced by people who have never heard of them. Liu Chen was originally a high school student. He thought he could make a lot of money by writing a few novels as a traveler, but now he found that he was wrong. But now, Liu Chen has a system and is confident. He couldn't wait to open the novice spree. Opened at one point, the gift package disappeared, and then a few more things appeared in the space. Memory capsule *10, after taking it, it can evoke deep memories in the mind for 24 hours. 9 Suns Magic Art, you can learn 9 Suns Magic Art after using it. It can be invisible for 5 minutes after use. After feeding the target can be turned into a good-looking baby, and he will be obedient to his words. Awesome, the novice gift packs are so powerful. Liu Chen quickly learned the 9 Suns Divine Art and clicked on the attributes to take a look. Attributes host, Liu Chen sex, male strength, 8 agility, 9 intelligence, 10 physique, 7 skill, level 1, proficiency. Level 1, proficiency. 9 Suns Magic Art, level 1, proficiency 0/100. After learning the 9 Suns Divine Art, Liu Chen felt his whole body warmed, as if there was a qi in his body. Within his danshan, his heart moved, and the qi began to move along the meridians. At the same time, the system prompt also came. Proficiency +1, current level 1, current proficiency 0. Liu Chen was ecstatic in his heart, it turned out that upgrading was like this. That night, Liu Chen didn't rest, so he practiced frantically. Anyway, as long as you behave and don't get tired, you can automatically upgrade. Why not? Early the next morning, Liu Chen got up early and rushed to school. He is now in his 3rd year of high school, and in the second half of the semester, he will take the college entrance examination in a few months. Liu Chen looked at the Chinese textbook in front of him, stunned. Now it is the first class, Chinese. Liu Chen opened the book and took a look. Just such a glance immediately triggered the system, and the sound seemed to sound in his mind, which shocked him. System reminder, learning level 1, proficiency. Proficiency +1. Proficiency +1. Seeing the beating completion numbers one after another, Liu Chen was stunned. As his proficiency continues to accumulate, Liu Chen feels that a lot of knowledge has gradually been added to his mind, and the answers that he could not think of before suddenly become clear and clear. The memory of those ancient poems that have been memorized and forgotten in the past suddenly became much clearer. Fuck, that's amazing. It's an automatic upgrade system. Liu Chen immediately became excited, and he didn't need to do anything by himself. Just by looking at it like this, he would learn everything. Where is Nima for learning? It's just copy and paste. Now it's developed. In less than a minute, after reading a few pages, the level of reached level 3. Come again. System reminder, learning, level 1, proficiency. Proficiency +1. Proficiency +1. Proficiency +1. Liu Chen was overjoyed. What are you waiting for? Immediately, from a pile of books in front of the desk, I found out textbooks such as English, physics, chemistry, etc., and read all the books together. If I like entertainment, I can upgrade infinitely. Please collect it, I can upgrade infinitely for entertainment. The literature update is the fastest. As time passed, the amount of knowledge in Liu Chen's mind became more and more abundant. This is where the infinite upgrade system is awesome. If Liu Chen's brain is equivalent to a computer, then this Super Swiba system is equivalent to a scanner. All the knowledge is scanned into Liu Chen's brain and stored in an orderly manner. The excited Liu Chen stared at him, watching the proficiency increase little by little. The sense of accomplishment was really overwhelming. With this excitement, Liu Chen couldn't help but laugh out loud. With this laugh, something happened to the laugh. It's in class now. Liu Chen, stand up for me. An extremely angry roar reached Liu Chen's ears, and he woke up faintly. When he raised his eyes, he saw an angry and beautiful face. Beauty. The beauty in front of me was named Qin Yanran, Liu Chen's head teacher and Chinese teacher, and she was so beautiful that she was a goddess with no dead ends at 360 degrees. But at this time, the goddess is very angry, and the consequences are serious. You don't learn well at a young age, the grades are in the bottom, and you dare to fall in love. Today I will give you this opportunity to let you love, read out your own love letter, like a poem, read it out. Qin Yanran threw Liu Chen a piece of pink letter paper, which looked crumpled and crumpled. Qin Yanran was angry because after Liu Chen was caught writing a love letter, he rushed the love letter into a ball before Qin Yanran. He wanted to destroy the body, and finally secretly tore off the most important name. Qin Yanran desperately wanted to know who was the subject of this love letter. Liu Chen had never read this love letter, but already knew that his crush in his previous life was a female classmate named Fi Fei, who was in this class. Read it. Qin Yanran patted the table. However, this trick may be useful for Liu Chen before, but it doesn't work for Liu Chen now. Just read it. Liu Chen didn't care, so he read it directly. My dear, I like you very much, I think you are very beautiful, I want to see you every day. Liu Chen was disgusted as he read it. This is a terrible writing style, just a few words to write and write. However, everyone in the class laughed loudly. What a shame! The girls in the class also lowered their heads in embarrassment, a little bit shy. Liu Chen glanced at it as he read it. This glance made the whole class calm down. Everyone suddenly realized a problem. When did this kid Liu Chen be so bold? His face has also thickened. Isn't this like Liu Chen who was timid and introverted before? How is it like changing someone? Qin Yanran slapped the table and said angrily, frankly confess, to whom did you write this letter? Liu Chen stopped talking. Qin Yanran was angry and said, if you don't tell me, just ask your parents to speak. This is killing chickens and monkeys. The atmosphere in the class solidified all of a sudden, and the students did not dare to show the atmosphere one by one. Unexpectedly, Liu Chen said with a calm expression on his face, "Report teacher, I didn't write this stuff." "Who did you write it?" "I want to lie." Qin Yanran was furious. Liu Chen said with a look of disdain, "How can I write this kind of love letter that is so ugly without writing and without connotation?" "Oh, you're still bragging? Just write love poems with your scores of 30 points per test in Chinese? Haha. If you can write it out and make me feel good, then I won't say anything." Qin Yanran face unbelieving. Liu Chen said coldly, "Really? Then I will let you see what a true love poem is." After all, Liu Chen picked up the chalk and turned to face the blackboard, writing in a hurry. "Write love poems on the blackboard? Damn it, is this going against the sky?" All the classmates were shocked. Did this kid Liu Chen eat Viagra today? So fierce? Even the head teacher Qin Yanran's eyes widened. Just under the attention of everyone, Liu Chen took a chalk brush and wrote a love poem. The 3rd and 7th class of high school, at this time, the classroom is quiet and terrible. All the classmates didn't even dare to gasp, as if they had forgotten to breathe. Liu Chen had finished writing and stood aside. The system prompts have been continuously refreshed. Proficiency +1. Proficiency +1. Proficiency +1. Proficiency +1. A love poem was left on the blackboard. "I am not born, I am old, you hate my late birth, I hate your early birth. I am not born, I am old, hate not to be born at the same time, and be good with you every day. I'm born without being born, a king is born and I'm old, we live far away from each other. I'm born without being born, a king is born and I'm old, turn the butterfly to find flowers, and live in the grass every night." Everyone silently finished this poem in their hearts, and then they were silent collectively. "Everyone, look at Liu Chen. If I like entertainment, I can upgrade infinitely. Please collect it, I can upgrade infinitely for entertainment. The literature update is the fastest." Liu Chen smiled slightly and said, "Teacher, please comment. What do you think of my level of writing love letters? Isn't it a world of difference compared to the messy things written on this piece of paper?" Qin Yanran nodded in a daze. She didn't recover for a long time. She taught Chinese, but she had never seen this poem before. Even if she asked her to write this poem, she would not be able to write it. This level is really high. Yet, Qin Yanran nodded, having to admit that this poem is really good. Even if she didn't believe it was written by Liu Chen himself. Liu Chen stared at the beautiful head teacher Qin Yanran with a smile on his face and said, "So, how could this kind of rubbish level love letter be written by me, and even if I write it, I will never write to others, but to you, the teacher." "What? The whole class is stupid. Write love poems to the head teacher? Are you too cruel? Do you want to die?" However, Liu Chen still said recklessly, "How can a beautiful, elegant, intellectual and generous goddess like you, a teacher, have no boy's crush? I am one of them. If you have a crush on your teacher, you must be called a parent, then scream, 'I can't help it.' As far as I know, there are 32 boys in our class. 28 of them have a crush on the teacher. If you want to, please call all the parents." Qin Yanran was furious at once, but she was really embarrassed. "I was told by a student that I had a crush in person, hey, how can I show the majesty of the teacher?" Qin Yanran was about to say something, suddenly she looked at the blackboard again and saw that poem. She was silly at the time. This poem is obviously written by the poet-author to someone older than him, expressing the feeling of hating the body at a different time. "Older than yourself?" Qin Yanran was taken aback. Could it be that this kid Liu Chen really likes herself? Qin Yanran couldn't go down anymore, and said angrily, "Forget it this time. Wipe the blackboard for me." You are not allowed to write these messy things in the future. You have to spend your mind on studying, and it will take less than 100 days. It's college entrance examination. The college entrance examination is often taken, which makes Liu Chen very disgusted. Teacher, you haven't said that you want to call you a parent? I wrote this poem just now for you, the teacher. Or, call my parents to come. Criticism should be criticized, education should be educated, after all, premature love is not worth it. By the way, call your parents too, because the object of my early love is you. Of course, if your parents are inconvenient, so can the principal. These words frightened Qin Yanran. Too ruthless, call the principal? Don't talk about the principal, if you let other people know that you can't tell a student, it's over. Qin Yanran angrily said, Liu Chen, are you endless? I tell you, you are not allowed to have a crush on the teacher. Now, immediately, get back to your seat and go to class. Teacher, you can be my girlfriend. Liu Chen said with a grin. When I said this, the whole class was stupid. What a fate! It's so bold to confess to your class teacher in front of so many people and want someone to be your girlfriend. Qin Yanran was so angry that her chest could not stop ups and downs, and she was going to be mad. She regretted now that she let Liu Chen come to the stage and talk nonsense. Now, she is a little bit unable to get off the stage. You're a little kid, what kind of love do you want to fall in love with? High school should focus on studying and fall in love. That's after college. After a pause, Qin Yanran said again, also, don't talk to me about anything. Teacher, although I don't have a boyfriend yet, I'm a schoolmaster when I'm studying. I haven't passed any exams like you. The scum from the bottom of the whole grade, the teacher really looks down on it. Want to be my boyfriend? At least one thing, it has to be the top 3 in the school. Qin Yanran still has a good heart, thinking about this to stimulate students' fighting spirit. If this allows Liu Chen to learn by leaps and bounds, that would also be a good thing. For students, it's very common to have a puppy love. As a teacher, you still have to guide you in a good way. Liu Chen was also stunned. He was just molesting this beautiful teacher. After all, he was the goddess of the nation in his previous life. A rare opportunity, when will you not be molested now? But I didn't expect Qin Yanran to say so. Are you in the top 3 of your grade? Haha, it couldn't be easier. Liu Chen smiled slightly and said calmly. If I like entertainment, I can upgrade infinitely. Please collect it, I can upgrade infinitely for entertainment. The literature update is the fastest. As soon as I said this, the whole class turned pale, staring at Liu Chen one by one. Is this kid Liu Chen crazy today? Is his brain flooded? Just him? Exam for the top 3 of the year? I seem to have heard the funniest joke of the year, is it possible? The classmates all looked at Liu Chen like a fool. Many people are still talking about it. That's right. I don't take pictures of myself with soaking urine. This kid loves bragging. The total score of all subjects in the mock test last time was less than 100 points. Hee. Top 3 in grade? Dreaming. Faced with everyone's ridicule and disdain, Liu Chen smiled coldly with a disdain on his face. It seemed that Liu Chen didn't take Liu Chen seriously. Everyone treats him as a joke. Just when the whole class was laughing at Liu Chen suddenly said, it will be the monthly exam in this month in 3 days, right? Haha, we will see the result at that time. After all, Liu Chen just sat down. Qin Yanran shrugged her shoulders, not taking it seriously. Are you kidding me? A guy who has failed all his homework all year round, wants to get into the top 3 of the year in 3 days? This is not nonsense. Even cheating is not so easy. I thought that after Liu Chen had said such an awe-inspiring sentence, he should listen to the lecture seriously and study hard. However, it was a big mistake. Liu Chen, this kid should still sleep, play, and missed a day of class when he was in class. Finally, 3 days passed. The monthly exam has begun. Students in all classes are messing around, and the desks will be open to avoid plagiarism and cheating. At this moment, Liu Chen sat quietly in the classroom of another class. Language test, 2 hours. When the test paper came down, Liu Chen picked up the pen and glanced at it. The answer to the question instantly appeared in his mind. He picked up the pen and started filling in. Swipe it. 20 minutes later, Liu Chen wrote the last essay question. There were no less than 100 perfect score essays in my mind. 10 minutes have passed. Carry out an assignment. When Liu Chen put the test paper in front of the invigilator, the teacher in the other class was shocked. Everyone in the entire classroom also looked at Liu Chen in unison. Fuck, it's only half an hour, have you handed in your papers? So fast? Damn it! Who is this? Too awesome, right? What's awesome, don't you know that person? Liu Chen from the 3rd-7th class of high school threatened to test the top 3 in the school. I think he has handed in a blank paper. That's right, haha, as far as that guy's grades are concerned, he can get 50 points. No one cares. After a 10-minute break, take an English test. This time it was faster, Liu Chen handed in the paper in 15 minutes. Shock. All the teachers in the entire 3rd grade learned the news during lunch. All the teachers were stupid when they saw Liu Chen's 2 test papers. For this reason, they reviewed Liu Chen's test papers in advance. Full marks. Chinese, English, full marks. Impossible. Qin Yanran was shocked holding Liu Chen's language test paper. However, this is true. In the afternoon, the exam continues. Mathematics. Hand in paper in half an hour. Comprehensive science. Hand in paper in half an hour. Liu Chen spent less than 2 hours in total for the exam today. However, the result is full score. In the office of the 3rd grade group, all the teachers are there, and there are 4 test papers in front of everyone. Liu Chen's papers. You all talk about it. Qin Yanran said weakly. There's nothing to say, the answers are perfect, and there is no fault to pick. This student is really a genius? Teacher Qin, when did your class have such a genius? Genius. Qin Yanran said bitterly, what genius? He has never passed the exam before. What? What? Impossible. Never pass the pass? It must be cheating. Cheating? Hehe, I don't agree with that. Do you mean that I, the invigilator teacher, is negligent? It doesn't mean that, but is it unclear? Okay, stop arguing, call that student to ask if you don't know. So Liu Chen was called to the office. A group of teachers surrounded him. Liu Chen, right? Congratulations, all 4 subjects have full marks, let alone the first in the whole year, the first in the country. Let's talk, how did you cheat? The dean is not welcome to come up. Cheating? Haha, do I need to cheat? Is this kind of children's subject hard to beat me? Liu Chen said with a look of disdain. While talking, Liu Chen walked to the front of his math test paper, pointed to the last question that was extremely difficult for other students, and said, on this question, there are no less than 10 solutions. Because the answering space is limited, only 3 kinds are written. The science test paper is simply wrong here. There is more than one answer to multiple choice questions in mathematics. In fact, all the answers are correct. Also, if you think that this level of English can be difficult for me, that would be too funny. I can tell you responsibly that my current level of English is just like playing. All the teachers in the office were shocked. All of them couldn't talk from ear to ear. Liu Chen said lightly, Do you think I need to cheat? If I like entertainment, I can upgrade infinitely. Please collect it, I can upgrade infinitely for entertainment. The literature update is the fastest. The 8 math teachers present were speechless and embarrassed. Facing Liu Chen's question, they couldn't wait to find a hole in the hole. Obviously it's the subject of the 3rd grade, but 8 teachers can't do it. Where did this kid find the problem? Will this be a mathematical Olympiad? One of the teachers asked in a low voice. The voice was not loud or small, but it happened to be heard by Liu Chen. Before they could guess, Liu Chen smiled directly, "You are right, it is the mathematical Olympiad. However, teachers, you don't often say that the mathematical Olympiad is just complicated. 1 point, with the knowledge we have learned, the problem can be solved completely. Isn't it?" This is indeed something that teachers have said occasionally, but this does not mean that this question is easy to solve. We haven't found a way to solve the problem for the time being. Listen to what you mean, as if you know how to solve it. A teacher asked. Liu Chen proudly said, "Of course." In the past 3 days, Liu Chen has really worked hard for this bet. Not only did he finish studying the entire high school textbook, but he also studied all the reference materials and various tutorial books. Anyway, there is an automatic upgrade system, you just need to watch what you want to learn. In order to pretend to be such a force, Liu Chen learned all the mathematical Olympiad questions. For English listening, he specially found a variety of English listening videos, the American accent, the British style, and even the accents of the Orientals who spoke English, and he learned all of them. What makes Liu Chen excited is that this automatic upgrade system is so powerful, not only can you learn from the knowledge in the books, but you can learn what you see and hear. Looking at Liu Chen's confident attitude, the faces of the teachers became a little ashamed. Sure enough, Liu Chener didn't say anything, and went straight forward to solve the problem. While explaining, he still said, "Actually, it's really easy." Liu Chen began to write on the blackboard, the chalk in his hand, as if it had magical power, the faster he wrote. "This kid writes really well." Teachers in other subjects can't understand the math problems on the blackboard, but they can see that Liu Chen's chalk handwriting is really good. Swipe it. In less than a minute, Liu Chen wrote the entire process of solving the problem. A bunch of math teachers, their faces are green. Ashamed. However, something that made them even more embarrassed appeared. "This is the first solution," Liu Chen said with a smile. This sentence immediately made the 8 teachers even more embarrassed. "There is another solution. I'm all embarrassed now. I was stumped by a question from a student. How can Nima get confused in the future? Teachers, please look. This is the second method." Liu Chen brushed his head and began to write on the blackboard again. Less than a minute. It's solved again. The teachers all stared at the problem-solving ideas on the blackboard and analyzed them carefully. In fact, after thinking about it, they realized that it was really simple, but they didn't necessarily want it. However, actually, there is another solution. When Liu Chen said this, the 8 teachers all pretended not to hear them, they didn't know what they were doing, and ignored his existence. And the other teachers all looked at Liu Chen like monsters. Qin Yanran's eyes are extremely complicated. This person is really Liu Chen? Is it really the poor student who has never failed the exam before? Impossible. How can a person change so much in a few days? Qin Yanran felt that she no longer knew the boy in front of her. As if feeling Qin Yanran's gaze, Liu Chen turned his head and looked at Qin Yanran affectionately. While the other teachers were not paying attention, Liu Chen quietly threw an ambiguous look in his eyes, and said after making a flirt. Qin Yanran didn't dare to look directly, lowered her head embarrassedly. Liu Chen took advantage of this opportunity and ran over and whispered in front of Qin Yanran, "Invite you to dinner tonight. This is our first date." "Teacher, if you don't come, I'll call out all over the school tomorrow. Our relationship is publicized. Qin Yanran was startled. As soon as he looked up, he saw Liu Chen walk away proudly. Teachers, if there is nothing wrong, I will leave first. The teachers looked at this monster-like genius boy, and they were still shocked. When Liu Chen said to leave, he didn't mean to leave the office and go back to the classroom. Taking advantage of the fact that all the teachers in the class were in the office and no one was going to the classroom to supervise, he just drove away. As he walked, he hummed a song. Baby, for this date I couldn't sleep peacefully last night, prepared 12 roses, every flower is as beautiful as you. System prompt, skill level 1, skill proficiency +1. If I like entertainment, I can upgrade infinitely. Please collect it, I can upgrade infinitely for entertainment. The literature update is the fastest. Liu Chen felt a little excited when he thought of dating Qin Yanran after school this afternoon. Now it's time to have a meal, buy a piece of clothing, and prepare for an evening date. Liu Chen first ate something casually outside, then went home and cleaned up his current assets. A commercial house of more than 90 square meters is decorated in the old style many years ago, which seems a bit outdated. Some furniture. There are 15,498.95 yuan left in bank deposits. With this little money, let alone college, I am afraid that living expenses will become a problem. There is also an old electric car. A computer with a pretty good configuration. Liu Chen turned on the computer and took a look, and he was immediately happy. This computer hard drive contains a lot of love action movies that are not suitable for children, and more of them are games. It can be seen that Liu Chen was a game fan in the past. Riding an electric car out of the house, went to buy a set of clothes, spent a few $100s, found a place to date, sent a text message to Qin Yanran, and then went home to play a game for a while. The appointment with Qin Yanran is 7 o'clock in the evening. It's only 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but Liu Chen can't wait anymore, he doesn't even feel in the mood to play games. So he turned off the computer and went out, planning to walk around in the park near his home to calm his mood. As soon as he arrived in the park, Liu Chen heard a burst of toothache music, and a group of energetic ants were dancing square dance. Unexpectedly, this world is the same popular square dance. Liu Chen sighed secretly, but after looking at it for a while, he suddenly felt that the square dance in this world was completely different, the movements and rhythms, and the divine music of the previous world that was so familiar to Liu Chen, there were none. Instead, some songs that have never been heard before. This moved Liu Chen's heart. Perhaps it is a good way to copy songs and engage in music creation in the future. Uncontrollably, Liu Chen waved his hands twice to the beat. Suddenly. System prompt, proficiency +1. The sound rang, which shocked Liu Chen. Square dance? Learn a fart. Liu Chen clicked on the skill page and chose to forget this skill. It's really an infinite upgrade system, everything can be upgraded, but I am not an old lady, Nima, why do I upgrade this? Funny. Liu Chen spit out silently, and was suddenly startled. Suddenly, from the corner of his eyes, he saw an old man in a training suit in the woods deep in the park, who was doing Tai Chi. Liu Chen was directly curious, can Tai Chi be upgraded? I ran past the cloud and saw, fucking, good fellow, a lot of people are watching. This old man is nearly 80 years old, has a long beard, and a white exercise suit. He has an extraordinary bearing. People from several communities near this park usually come here to exercise, and they all know this old man. Chen Qingyuan, who has practiced Tai Chi for nearly 20 years, has extraordinary skill and won the first prize of Tai Chi competition in the province. Many onlookers are learning from Mr. Chen. Liu Chen walked over and followed lazily. System reminder, skill level 1, proficiency 0. Proficiency +1. Proficiency +1. Proficiency +1. If I like entertainment, I can upgrade infinitely. Please collect it, I can upgrade infinitely for entertainment. The literature update is the fastest. The moment Liu Chen learned Taijiquan, he had a lot of Taijiquan knowledge in his mind, and he had a deep understanding of various routines, experiences, and insights. Even the body, like a long memory, moves casually, and there is a bit of Tai Chi here. Proficiency +1. Proficiency +1. Proficiency +1. Proficiency skyrocketed. After a while, it was upgraded. System reminder: the host possesses 9 Sun magic art. Tai Chi can be taught without a teacher, and the current level is increased to 70. It's awesome, and it was suddenly upgraded to level 70. It's worthy of 9 Sun's magical power. Liu Chen started practicing by himself, and this shot made a huge difference from the surrounding boxers. Whoever is high and who is low is separated all at once. Fuck, awesome! Liu Chen was so excited, he didn't expect to learn it. This excitement made Liu Chen couldn't help laughing. This laughter happened. Most of the people present looked calm at this time and followed the master Chen Qingyuan to practice Tai Chi. Tai Chi is actually very particular about artistic conception, otherwise, they would not practice boxing in this small wood far away from the square dance square. But Liu Chen's sudden smile broke the atmosphere. Many people looked back at Liu Chen. The old man just took a deep look at Liu Chen, and when he saw Liu Chen's movements, he frowned and then smiled. Everyone thought that Mr. Chen was angry, but he did not expect that Mr. Chen stopped suddenly, closed his hand, and then turned his head. This time, he carefully looked at Liu Chen and watched it for a long time before he said, "My child, do you like Tai Chi?" Liu Chen was taken aback, looking at this old man's very friendly look, and said, "It's okay." Old Chen smiled and said, "I think your kid is very talented, do you want to learn boxing with me?" When I said this, all the people around were shocked. "Oh hello, why does old Chen look at this kid? Is this guy really so talented? Why can't I tell? You can see a fart? Do you think you are Mr. Chen?" Mr. Chen said that he is talented, and that must be correct. Whose child? It's so blessed, it's lucky to be attracted by old Chen. That's right. Mr. Chen has taught a lot of people for so many years, but he hasn't personally accepted any apprentices. Yes. Envy. Many people look a little bit jealous at Liu Chen. However, beyond everyone's expectations. Liu Chen shook his head, and said calmly, "No need." What? No need? Hey, what did this kid just say? He doesn't agree. Fuck, is this guy a fool? Old Chen took the initiative to speak. What a blessing is this, he is actually unwilling. Hey, boy, don't know how to praise. Do you know who is standing in front of you? That's right, Mr. Chen is here, why is your child so rude? Chen Qingyuan's face was also a little uncontrollable at this time. He looked at the appearance of this young man at the age of 17 or 8. He was clearly still a student, but the 2 hands he showed just now are really not easy. If you have not practiced Tai Chi for a long time, then you are extremely talented. Such a young man is really something to meet and not ask for. Therefore, Mr. Chen started to accept disciples. However, Liu Chen bluntly refused. Actually refused. Liu Chen said calmly, "You don't have to learn boxing from you." Chen Qingyuan was immediately disappointed, and the surrounding crowd of onlookers became so angry that they could not wait to slap Liu Chen on the ground. However, they never expected that Liu Chen continued, "I want to discuss it with you." Compare. Are you kidding? Does this person have a brain disease? Dare to challenge old Chen, what happened to the young people now? Don't you know that the sky is high and the earth is thick? Dare to compete with Chen Lao, he, didn't he know that Chen Lao won the Tai Chi exhibition championship? This person doesn't even know that Elder Chen is so powerful, let's see how embarrassing he is. Liu Chen heard this group of people talking about it, with a mocking expression on his face. After holding it for a long time, he finally couldn't help it. He immediately shouted, "Go away, you idiots, don't you think, is this Tai Chi a gymnastics show for fitness? Haven't you seen Tai Chi in actual combat? Haha, nonsense. If you don't see anything, let you open your eyes today." I have to say that Liu Chen's curse was refreshing, and the gang of gossips were stunned by the roar, and they dared not speak. Without saying a word, Liu Chen walked to the side and made a pleased gesture towards Chen Qingyuan. This was for advice. Next, Liu Chen made a Tai Chi gesture. As soon as this hand appeared, all the noisy people closed their mouths. Pretty. Even old Chen couldn't help but nodded. This young man must have at least 10 years of skill to master the essence of Tai Chi. Tai Chi focuses on its meaning, not its form. Old Chen also performed the Tai Chi style. As a senior, of course he couldn't do it first. Naturally, Liu Chen did his part and did it directly. As soon as Liu Chen shot his hand, old Chen's expression suddenly changed. He stared at the young man in front of him without blinking, and the shock in his eyes grew deeper and deeper. Taijiquan is not as good as soft and strong, but not as soft as soft, or as soft as soft, and as light as nothingness. The momentum of nothingness is the top level of Tai Chi. The main method of training is to move the Qi with the heart, move the body with the Qi, and point through the mind with each passing day, and the inner strength is self-improving. And the young man in front of Chen Lao, who was only 17 or 18 years old, had actually developed his inner strength. It's terrible. If I like entertainment, I can upgrade infinitely. Please collect it, I can upgrade infinitely for entertainment. The literature update is the fastest. Even if it's me, it's just a first glimpse of the door and an insight into internal energy. This young man has actually developed internal energy. How could it be possible? He is only a teenager. How could Mr. Chen know that Liu Chenhui had learned the Nine Sons divine art, and his internal strength was extremely strong, and he could learn a Taijiquan casually? What's more, what I learned is not ordinary Taijiquan, but a real combat school. Old Chen saw that Liu Chen was slowly approaching, he was about to learn from him, he backed up again and again, waved his hand, and said, "Stop it, I lost." All the onlookers were stupid. Old Chen actually surrendered. My God, did I just get dazzled or deaf? Did old Chen say that he lost? Yes, you heard that right, Mr. Chen did give up. How come? I don't understand, is that young man so good? Why did he lose even if he hasn't gotten hands on it yet? Yeah, I didn't even hit him. Could it be the legendary Qigong? It drove Chen Lao Zhen back. You read too much martial arts novels, right? What the is it? Liu Chen was a little nervous at first, after all, it was his first actual combat, and he didn't really have much confidence in his heart, but he didn't expect that the other party would admit defeat. That would be great. I checked the time, it was almost 6:30, and it was time to go on a date. Just about to leave, he didn't expect that Chen Qingyuan suddenly blocked Liu Chen's way. Little master, who did you learn Tai Chi from? Chen Qingyuan's eyes were straight and he stared at Liu Chen closely. Liu Chen casually said, Master? Haha, I taught myself. Self-study. Chen Qingyuan was stunned, of course, how could he believe it? Seeing Liu Chen hurriedly leaving, Chen Qingyuan immediately rushed forward and once again blocked Liu Chen's path. Little master, accept me as a disciple. A handful of old Chen Qingyuan, in one sentence, scared a large crowd of onlookers to death. The noise stopped abruptly. Everyone looked at the old and young in front of them dumbfounded. I still couldn't believe the words that Mr. Chen said just now. Wow, apprentice! Oh my God! How is this possible? I think my worldview is about to collapse. How could Mr. Chen worship that stinky boy as a teacher? He is so powerful. Nonsense, not terrible, can old Chen say that? In an instant, everyone's eyes looked at Liu Chen changed, from disgust at the beginning to curiosity later, but now, it has completely turned into looking up. An old Chen made them feel unattainable, an old Chen, 70 or 80 years old, as a Tai Chi master, actually wants to worship a 17 or 18-year-old child as a teacher. What's wrong with this world? Is it upside down? However, how could Liu Chen agree? Isn't this nonsense? How could a person in his 70s and 80s be embarrassed to accept him as his apprentice? Liu Chen looked solemnly and said, "Grandpa, please don't say that. How can I be qualified to accept you as an apprentice? This is ridiculous. Don't tell me, I have something to do, let's go." How can it be impossible? A master is a teacher. Your Taijiquan practice is better than mine. The old man has wasted 20 years of time. Now he has to meet a master and he has to go to the teacher if he says anything. Little master, if you don't agree, the old man will kneel for you. Chen Qingyuan's biggest hobby in this life is Tai Chi. After practicing for more than 20 years, he gradually feels that he has no room for ascent, but from Liu Chen, he sees hope. Of course, Chen Qingyuan didn't believe that Liu Chen would grow up by self-study. This thing is impossible without expert guidance. Therefore, Chen Qingyuan wanted to worship Liu Chen as his teacher, or he was about to go directly to the great master behind Liu Chen to get in touch. Liu Chen suddenly had a headache when he heard this. What should I do? When Chen Qingyuan saw Liu Chen's hesitant expression, he immediately took a few steps back and bowed his head. It can't make it. No matter how hard Liu Chen pretended to be forced, he wouldn't think it was a good thing for a person in his 70s to kowtow to him, so he quickly reached out and helped old Chen. Then you agree to accept me as a disciple. Old Chen's face was immediately happy. Liu Chen really couldn't help but nodded reluctantly. A smile suddenly appeared on old Chen's face. Of course he knew what the kid was thinking. Don't look at this kid now agreeing, but maybe he didn't know where he was going when he looked back, and threw his apprentice aside. So, Mr. Chen suddenly knelt down, and knocked his head 3 times, "Apprentice Chen Qingyuan worships the master, please tell the master. Get up, my name is Liu Chen." Liu Chen hurried forward to help old Chen. How could this little boss kneel down again? After saying this, Liu Chen felt that he could no longer stay in this place. The audiences around were already a little head down at this time, and they didn't know what to think. They just looked at Liu Chen's young face and felt mysterious in their hearts. Who is Chen Qingyuan? That's the man in Donghai City. His son Chen Zhenghua, but the Donghai City Public Security Bureau is upright, to the common people, that's a high-ranking official. Of course, Liu Chen doesn't know all this. Somehow, if I dismissed the old man, Liu Chen checked the time. It was almost 7 o'clock, and he would be late anyway, so he hurriedly left the park. A large group of people watched Liu Chen leave, and they felt that the kid was too powerful. Liu Chen didn't have any special feelings. He just found it troublesome. He didn't expect to come to the park when he was bored. He actually accepted an apprentice of 7 old 80s. Isn't this too nonsense? If I like entertainment, I can upgrade infinitely. Please collect it, I can upgrade infinitely for entertainment. The literature update is the fastest.